I can assure you that within a week there will be an add-on or a mod, legal or not, that makes these specs skill effects clean white collar. Because that's just how internet in these days is. Greetings Terminator cosplayers, let us begin. As Amalgam, you retain your heal skill toolbelt only. Remaining ones get replaced. Your utilities with empty slots you can slot skills from the list into, and your elite toolbelt with Evolve button, which increases your attributes by 10% and does a bunch of stuff dependent on your chosen morph skills. You choose 3 morph skills from a list of 7 available ones. A channeled block that adds barrier and resistance to your evolution, a cleanse that converts damaging conditions into barrier and non-damaging into protection, which adds heal over time and alacrity to your evolution, an effect that makes you damage all enemies in your proximity whenever you take damage and grants stability on initial cast, which adds mini one wolf pack to your attacks when you evolve. You get an unblockable pokey thing that stuns, damages and applies vulnerability, which adds delayed stun to your evolution. A massive greatsword swing that damages, bleeds, removes barrier from the enemy, and makes warrior cry in a corner, which adds might generation and increase to power given by might when you evolve. You get flurry of piercing projectiles that damage, cripple, and if enough of them hit the same target, immobilize, which make your evolution grant quickness and super speed. And you get hammer attack that deals damage in AoE and makes your evolution grant you stability and 20% of your damage returned as healing. Your signature heal skill is a heal over time, that is stronger if you have barrier. Its toolbelt skill grants magnetic aura. You get a leap that grants stability on cast and stands on initial impact. You get to turn into a puddle, which makes you evade and deals damage, cripples and poisons in an AoE. You can turn into vaporous form, which breaks stuns, remove movement impairments and makes you immune to movement impairment application, and makes all attacks against you glance off. And you also get a cone AoE that strikes twice, burns, and grants increased damage for a duration. Your elite skill pulls enemies around you on initial activation and deals damage and bleeds around you for a duration. In traits, you get increased vitality and barrier for using your morph skills, and also a damage increase buff every time you use one of those morph skills. First trait in first column converts conditions into boons when you cast Stance or Evolve. Second makes you heal over time when you have barrier and receive a small burst of healing when you evolve. Your third trait in this column grants protection on use of morph skill or on evolve. First trait in second column makes your spec-specific skills apply poison, and your poison has increased duration. Second trait here makes you reduce your evolve cooldown every time you CC a target. Third makes the effects your morph skills give to your evolve activate on casting of their skills, not on evolving, but with reduced duration. First trait in Grandmaster columns make your evolve instantly recharge your morph skills. Second trait here makes all effects of your evolving apply to nearby allies as well. And last trait here gives your evolve a second charge and makes its attribute bonus 50% stronger. I did not expect to be positively surprised, nor to be terrified. I am both. This might be a solid case of PvE numbers, but 15% increase to all stats sounds like a recipe for disaster, especially in combination with 3 separate damage increase buffs that you can have at the same time. But hey, what's the beta for if not catching broken shit before it hits live? Like we caught Spear Spellbreaker. As usual, big sign of gratitude to all the generous supporters, continuously considering my dubious quality content worth their money. You're all truly welcome. Crabface out.